The video you're about to watch, I originally posted a week and a half ago, but the powers that be made it clear that they really didn't want you to see it, you know. If you could help me fight the censorship by rewatching this video, the watch time matters. You know, the longer you watch this video, the further they'll push this video out to more people to help spread the truth. But by no means feel obligated to have to rewatch it ever again. You can click off right now if you want to. But I would just ask you to please help me fight back against the censorship. And let's get this video pushed out to as many people as we can so that they can see the truth. Thank you. And I appreciate you more than you know. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. So you know how DEI and wokeness and the radical left agenda ruins everything it touches? Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently somebody forgot to give Hollywood the memo. In this video, I'm going to show you what one of the stars of the movie Wicked, which was a smash hit recently, what she had to say that is just completely out of this world insane. And if you went and saw Wicked, then you're funding what I'm about to show you. So, good job. I'm also going to show you what one of the prominent actors in Star Wars just said about every Star Wars fan ever that will have you absolutely fuming. And finally, I'm going to show you who was just cast to play Aslan in the new remake of the Narnia movies, which is being directed by the same chick that made Barbie. Girl power! But hey, if you would consider hitting that thumbs up button, you know, when you like this video, you're not agreeing with all of the insanity I'm about to show you. You're helping push this video out to more people to help spread the truth. And also share this video with somebody if you wouldn't mind. Look at this. Wicked star Cynthia Erivo. It's not easy when people don't use they, them pronouns. Blah. Look what just came out of the face of this famous entitled multi-millionaire.
It isn't easy. None of it is. Waking up and choosing to be yourself. Proclaiming a space belongs to you when you don't feel welcomed. Teaching people on a daily basis how to address you and dealing with the frustration of reteaching people a word that has been in the human vocabulary since the dawn of time. They, them.
Teaching people.
Words used to describe pedantically two or more people. Poetically, a person who is simply more.
You know, it reminds me of Mark chapter 5 when Jesus asked a demon in verse 9, "What is your name?" And this was the response. "My name is Legion," he replied, "for we are many."
It isn't easy to ask people to treat you with dignity since you should just have it because it's a given. It isn't easy to learn to grow who you are if the world around you is knocking at your door, telling you to stay inside.
Okay, I can't do it anymore, and I'm pretty sure you can't do it anymore either, but do you hear the entitlement coming out of this is pure, absolute, unadulterated, insane depravity here. We are more. It's a literal legion of demons that are possessing this woman and everybody that's possessing everybody that's fallen into the trap of this mindset of the pronouns and all this absolute sickening garbage that is destroying society. Remember what these people are claiming to be. Legion. Yet Hollywood keeps doing it. They keep putting people like this front and center in their movies and allowing them to open their face in the middle of, you know, while they're trying to promote their movies. And we saw what happened with the absolute disastrous Snow White debacle, the worst failure in the history of Disney, and that's saying something. But I want you to keep this in mind. If you went and saw Wicked, oh, it was such a fantastic movie. I didn't see it, but people are like, it's such a great movie. Oh, it's just so wonderful. This is what you are funding. I don't care how good the movie is. I'm not one of those people that says boycott everything, but this is what you're funding. We have to, at some point, decide when we're going to grow backbone and stop funding literal legions of demons who are telling you who they are. But it's no surprise. I mean, we saw all through the promotion of the movie Wicked, we saw that this type of stuff was being said right here. And still, people went and gave her money.
As a black woman who is queer,
No,
who shows up in this way,
absolutely,
there's something that I have that many other alphabas don't have. They don't know what it is like to walk through the world like this. I do.
Yeah.
And so that immediately makes me completely different.
And also this is how they were promoting the movie, remember?
Not to be corny, but make the world a safer place, especially right now, you know? I think it's the most important work that we can do is learn how we can listen and be there for each other and the people that we love. And especially the most beautiful community in the entire world. And yeah, I love my queer brothers and sisters so much, more than anything.
We love you back.
We do.
I want to throw a theory.
And then they go on to say that the guy starring in Wicked, of course, is bi. Because everybody is now, right? Keep this in mind as well. This is Ariana Grande and Cynthia before they filmed the movie Wicked. And then look at them after all of their depravity has eaten their soul. Yeah, because this is what every young girl aspires to look like. They look like they're from the Hunger Games. Has anybody seen the Hunger Games? The Hunger Games is essentially what the world would look like if the left had complete control. The left would be the elites dressed in, the guys would be dressed in all their drag and they would have all their freaky looking costumes on and the blue hair and all that garbage. And they would be the elites, making everybody else fight to the death just so they can be entertained by it. They literally went into filming Wicked looking relatively normal and came out as lizards. Wicked star to play Jesus in Hollywood show. So this same woman who essentially called herself Legion is now starring as Jesus in the musical Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, this isn't like a Christian thing. Jesus Christ Superstar is something that's been around for years and years and years, and it's a mockery of Jesus. It's meant to be blasphemy. Now check this one out. If you thought the last story was bad, Star Wars actor comes after fans, calls the franchise the most whitest elite space. Aw, another spoiled, entitled Hollywood brat. Only this spoiled Hollywood brat is washed up. John Boyega. Have you heard of him since Star Wars? Me neither. Watch this clip. I guess this is part of a documentary coming up. Listen to what he has to say about Star Wars fans.
They're pandering. Let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being in the most whitest elite space. Like, this franchise is so white that it's like a black person existing in that was something. And you can always tell it's something when some Star Wars fans try to say, well, we had Lando Calrissian and had Samuel L. Jackson. It's like telling me how many cookie chips are on the cookie dough. I'm like, bro, they just scattered that in there, bro. They're okay with us playing the best friend. But once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much.
Says the guy who made millions being in a Star Wars movie who isn't white. You don't get any more ironic than this. This is what being so anti-truth and woke and allowing the radical left agenda to eat your soul, this is what it turns you into. A spoiled little brat who just thinks they're the most elite thing on earth and then turns around and spits in the face of the very movie that put him on the map at all, and then now he's nowhere. Now we all know that episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Star Wars are the absolute worst Star Wars movies to ever exist. They don't even exist at all, in my mind. Terrible movies. So this washed up actor has to now blame white people because he was a part of the worst Star Wars movies to ever exist, which don't exist. By the way, it was a black guy that blew up the Death Star, which is a pretty main character thing to do. So we all know the Chronicles of Narnia. These movies are getting revamped, remade, And it's all being done by the woman, Greta Gerwig, who made the movie Barbie, the feminist manifesto. Well, once again, Hollywood just doesn't get it. Meryl Streep is in talks to play Aslan in Greta Gerwig in Netflix's Narnia movie. Hollywood may never learn, and we have to be okay with not funding garbage like this. So not only are they gender swapping one of the most masculine characters with an icky girl with cooties, not only that, but HRC, they actually posted this themselves, and you could go on for days showing how woke Meryl Streep is. But this is from the Human Rights Campaign, one of the most demonic, evil organizations ever. Meryl Streep, a vocal advocate for LGBT, was presented with HRC's National Ally Award. And she said, "We owe it to the pioneers of the LGBT movement not to let them down. We are not going to go back to the bad old days of ignorance and oppression and hiding who we are." This is the same woman that's going to play Aslan in the Chronicles of Narnia. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, not only are we warned that people in the last days will be lovers of self, lovers of money, not loving good, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, and they'll even have the appearance of godliness but deny its power. Their love is warped. It's twisted. It's demonic. It's not true love. They'll exclaim and they'll say that they are the harbingers of love. They are the ones that hold true love. And it's a twisted, fake, fraudulent, demonic type of, well, it's not love, but they claim it to be love. And it says this of those same people a little later on in the chapter. Look at verse 12 and 13. "Indeed, all who desire to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted." Verse 13, "While evil people and impostors will go on from bad to worse, deceiving and being deceived." They will continue to deceive you, all the while continuing to deceive themselves into a deeper and deeper pit of depravity. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, join this community. I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And please hit that thumbs up button, you know, when you like this video, to get pushed out to more people. And it would really help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video.